So some of the questions are asking for the correlation coefficient. So I'm going to walk you through how you find that. So bring up your calculator. Notice here are my X and Y points. So the first step to find the correlation coefficient is you have to turn on your diagnostic. So to turn on the diagnostic, you can go to second, 0, because you want to pull up the catalog. So here's our catalog. And then you're going to scroll all the way down until you see the words diagnostic on. Notice there's also an off option, but we want to turn it on. So when your pointer is pointing to diagnostic on, hit enter, and one more time, hit enter, and then you'll see the word done. When you see done, you've turned on the correlation coefficient. So now you're going to put your points in. So to put your points in, you go to Stat. Edit is already highlighted, so you just hit enter. And then here is your list. So in the first list, these are going to be your X values. In the second list are going to be your Y values. So here I'm going to type in 20, 35, 40, another 40, 50. Oh, my zero is not catching. I'll go back and get those. So if you ever make a mistake, you can go back. So I'm just going to go up to the number that I want to change, and then I just type over it and then hit enter, and it automatically will change whatever you accidentally put in there. So 40. All right. So all my X values are in there. Now I have to put their matching Y values. So 20 goes with 5, with 9, 13, 15, 20, and 27. Now I need to make sure that every X has a Y value. So for example, if I accidentally put an extra number here, notice that there's not an X value next to that Y value. So then I just got to go up to it. I'm going to hit delete, and then I should be good to go. So now that the data's in, I can find my correlation coefficient. So that would be to go back to stat. This time, instead of editing our data, because it's already there, I'm going to go to calc. So I want to highlight that. So I'm going to hit the right arrow key. And then I'm going to go to option number 4, says linreg. That stands for line regression or linear regression. So that's our line of best fit. So I'm going to go down to option 4, hit enter. And then for this screen, I just go all the way down to calculate. When calculate blinks, I can go ahead and hit enter, and boom, there is all the information that we're going to need. So the correlation coefficient talks about the strength of the relationship. So I need to figure out if this relationship, first of all, is positive or negative. I could also figure out if it's perfect, strong, weak, or maybe there's just no correlation, okay? And this number right here at the bottom that says R equals, this is our correlation coefficient, okay? Do not worry about the one that says R squared. We only use the one that just says R. Now, for the correlation coefficient, okay, I have 0.955. So our correlation coefficient is about 0.96 if I am rounding. So that would be this answer here. So I would put correlation coefficient is 0.96. Now, if I'm talking about the strength of the relationship, I know that 0.96 is pretty close to 1. So I know that that is a strong correlation. And then I can decide if it's positive or negative by just looking at the number. Well, it's positive 0.96, so that is a strong positive correlation.